If Bob had a world of his own, it would be full of nonsense. Nothing would make sense. Nothing would be what it is. Because what it would be is what it isn't. And contrary-wise, what it is would be what it isn't. What wouldn't be would be. You see?
Oh, come with me, come and see all the wonders there will be in my stories, in my songs, in everything where fun belongs. We'll meet heroes, giants bold, visit lands both hot and cold, have magic tricks to shiver your skin, laughs galore with animals in our world of fun. Pied Piper House.
Have you ever dreamed of finding a great treasure? Well, I have a story about someone who did. A poor woodcutter named Ali Baba. One day, Ali Baba was cutting wood in the forest when suddenly he got the fright of his life.
Halt! Open sesame! Shut sesame!
He was so frightened he didn't dare come down until the fierce-looking men had left their hideout. Then...
Open sesame!
This can't all be theirs. They must be thieves. Poor Ali Baba couldn't resist taking some of the gold. And when he showed it to his wife...
I'll go and borrow a measure from your brother's wife so we'll know how much we have.
Ali Baba's brother, Kasim, was very rich, but he was also very greedy and never gave anything to Ali Baba and his family.
They're as poor as we are rich. What have they got that needs measuring? We'll soon find out.
All unsuspecting, Ali and his wife measured their newfound wealth. But when they returned the scale...
Aha! Look at this. Your brother Ali Baba borrowed our measure to count gold.
Solid gold! I must find out where they got it.
The next day, Kasim followed Ali Baba to the magic cave.
Open sesame! Shut sesame! This is too easy. Open sesame! Shut sesame! Whee! I'm richer than I ever dreamed I'd be. Rich, rich, rich! Open? What was that word?
Open sesame!
No!
Oh, Ali, I told Kasim your secret and now he has disappeared. Help me.
Immediately, Ali Baba went to the cave and found his brother's body. It was not a moment too soon.
So the cave is open. Someone else knows our secret. But who?
It wasn't difficult for the leader of the thieves to find out who it was that knew their secret. The talk about Ali Kasim and his brother Ali Baba was everywhere. The thieves made a plan of attack.
We can't all ride up to Ali Baba's house without arousing suspicion. So I will disguise myself as an oil merchant, and the 39 of you will hide inside the oil jars. The 40th jar will be filled with real oil so that I can fool Ali Baba into thinking I'm an honest merchant. It's the best that money can buy.
I'll take all 40 jars, and you must dine with us. I'll go and tell my wife that we have a bountiful guest.
I'll join you in a moment. As soon as I give the signal, rush out and attack them.
No more oil. I'll get some from the new jar.
Is it time? Is it time?
So that's their game.
The brave woman then proceeded to do the deed which saved the lives of all of her family.
Now my wife wishes to dance for you. And since she dances very well, I will allow it.
A most charming hostess.
What are you doing? He is your enemy. He would have killed us. If that's supposed to be a signal for your men, it will do you no good.
My men, where are they?
Gone into the night.
When the leader of the thieves realized he was alone and trapped, he became frightened.
Please spare my life, and I promise you'll never see me again.
They let the villain go, and he disappeared and was never seen by anyone again. So don't forget, if like Kasim you ever get trapped in a magic cave, remember the words that open the door and say, "Opens." Open, oh, what was that word?
Hi, boys and girls. Bob is going to the prom. Rob has a date and everything. Oh, he is just so dreamy. Open the door for your mystery day.
Yeah, it's the guy's part of the baby, isn't it?
That's right.
But how does it get out from the testicles?
Through tubes here. There's one from each testicle. Goes up, down again, through a storage place, and out into the penis. Now, when the penis erects, gets hard, the sperm can come out in what's called an ejaculation.
Not every time, though.
What do you mean?
Well, I mean, sometimes the penis gets hard without, well,
Oh, without an ejaculation of sperm? Oh, yes, that's right. You see, all an erection is an increase in blood in the penis, which is made up mostly of spongy. Now, when something excites us sexually, this tissue fills up with blood, and the whole organ is extended or hard, erect.
sometimes that just happens by itself, doesn't it? You know, like in the morning.
Oh, yes, you don't have to be thinking about sex to have an erection. Pressure from a full bladder can cause it, or rhythmic movements of the body, horseback riding, say. Yes, George?
Does an erection, well, does that mean you have too much sperm and you ought to get rid of it?
Get rid of it? No. But sometimes your body will do that by itself, at night. It's called a nocturnal emission, or wet dream.
Does that? Well, I was told it has something to do with pimples and stuff. Is that right?
No. No, you see, when you reach puberty and all these changes start taking place, there are a lot of glands involved. Not just the sex glands. For instance, there's one in the back of the brain called the pituitary. And then there are the thyroid glands here in the neck. Now, some things about these glands are still a mystery. But we do know that a hormone from one can affect the others. And in a lot of people your age, this may partly cause skin trouble.
Well, what can you do about it?
Oh, if it really bothers you, you should see a doctor. He'll tell you what to do. It can be cleared up pretty well these days. Hey, it's about time.
Hey, could we go on with this tomorrow?
Yeah, how about it?
Sure, okay. Come on down early, huh? Oh, yes, there were still plenty of questions. And as usual, some guys thought they knew all the answers.
And so the dope pushes her into the water. Boy, did she get mad. Maybe she was having her period or something.
Oh, that doesn't make any difference. My sister goes swimming when she's having her period.
Period? What's that?
Yeah, no, menstrual period. Don't you know what that is?
No.
Say, somebody ought to give you guys the word.
Okay, wise guy, what is it?
Hey, what's going on here?
Well, these goofballs that never heard of a menstrual period now is trying to tell them.
And he didn't know what he was talking about either. Yeah.
Okay, simmer down. Have a seat. I brought some charts. Maybe this'll help. The female reproductive system and fertilization.
Hey, look. Pollywog.
Now, wait a minute. These are sperm cells. But let's start from the beginning. Menstruation is just one part of a whole series of things that take place in the female sex system. It's arranged something like this. The vagina that opens out between the legs, the uterus, or womb, a pair of tubes, and 2 sex glands, or ovaries. Now, about once every month, these glands produce an egg cell, or ovum, which passes along one of these tubes to the uterus.
An egg? You mean like a chicken egg?
No, not exactly. It's very small. You'd need a microscope to get a really good look at it. It's like a chicken egg in one way, though. If it's fertilized by a male sperm cell, it'll grow into a baby. Here in the uterus. First, the uterus grows a lining which would take and feed the egg if it were fertilized. But when it's not fertilized, it disintegrates, and it and the lining and some blood pass out through the vagina. And this is called menstruation. Yes, Pete?
When does a girl start having these periods?
When she reaches puberty, around 13.
That means she can have a baby then?
Yes, that's right. Just like you can become fathers as soon as your testes start making sperm. Here. This is what happens when the egg is fertilized. The sperm meets the egg in this tube. Then the fertilized egg becomes attached to the uterus wall, and the cells multiply and grow into a baby.
Yeah, but how's it get there? You know, not just the sperm and egg stuff. I mean, well, what really happens?
Oh, what you want to know about is sexual intercourse. Well, that happens like this. Here. Here's a cross-section of the vagina. The erect penis enters here, and rhythmic movements, a pumping back and forth, causes an ejaculation from the penis. Some of the sperm swim up here, through the uterus, and on into the tube, where they may or may not meet an egg cell. If one does, then the egg is fertilized and settles down here in the uterus and grows into a baby. About 9 months later, the baby is born through the vagina. This is how we all came into the world.
Yeah, but babies and all that. That's not all you go out with girls for, is it?
No, you're right. Going out with girls is fun. When you get older, you probably want to get married and start a family.
Say, when should a guy start going around with girls?
Oh, there's no real answer to that. Whenever you feel like it, I guess. Maybe the first time you'll want to ask someone to a party or a dance. Maybe you'll need a partner. But there's no special age. Just like there isn't any special reason for taking a girl out. Most guys just like female company. Well, that's it for today, fellas. Let's get out to practice, huh? The fellas were pretty busy all spring, working out for the team and with their schoolwork. But they had time for other things, too.
Say, how would you and Barbara like to go swimming tomorrow?
We'd love to.
Jim and I thought we'd go over to the lagoon.
Hey, that'd be swell.
Hey, why don't we all bring something to eat? We could stay all day.
Okay, I'll take something.
Hey, great. How about a big old chocolate cake?
Oh, I don't know. We can try.
Well, anyway, we'll start about 9, okay?
Well,
Bye.
The thing about Boy George is that he got out there and he did it. He did it, and when you looked at Boy George, you knew that it wasn't an act. Well, it was an act, but it wasn't an act. I mean, he was expressing a part of himself, and Bob thinks that's very, very brave.
Think about your safety in the morning. Every day at work or play, take warning. In the morning, noon or night, drive safe, drive right like once upon a time. Think about your safety in the daytime, in the storm or in the warm old hay time. Every morning, noon or night, drive safe, drive right like once upon a time. Don't forget to slow down, beat the traffic car. Never try to beat the light, you may get hurt if you fail to stop. Think about your safety every hour. Use more horse sense than you do horsepower. In the morning, noon or night, drive safe, drive right like once upon a time. Look out! Danger! Here they come on the run. Discourtesy and carelessness.
On our way, let's make hay. Hit, run. Come on, beat the light. Oh, good night. He passed the light. Go on, cross the street. Tiny feet in the street. Roadhog, see? Roadhog. Make 'em show off. Push her off. Let 'em have it. crossed the line.
Backseat driver.
Make 'em, wreck 'em, scare 'em.
Listen to me while I tell you our record of safety today. Listen to me while I tell you the reason I'm angry today. The trouble at once is a kingdom of dunces who speed when I plead for more care. There's no doubt about it, the reason I shouted is courtesy poisons the air. Beware, and carelessness roams everywhere. Oh, will come sailors from demon to shame. Think about your safety every morning.
In your ear you'll always hear this warning.
Once upon a time.
Now think about your safety in the daytime, in the storm or in the warm old haytime. Once upon a time,
I'll not fail to slow down.
I'll not fail to stop.
I'll not try to beat the light. I'll obey the traffic cop with carefulness and courtesy beside you. This is all you'll ever need to guide you. Once upon a time, in the world